Have you set up your author page on Author Central yet? No? Well, it's definitely worth it. Have a look at this video. Hello Home Bosses, my name is Nuria Corby from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make money online. And most of the time we talk about making money online with Amazon KDP, which is where you can self-publish your books. And in particular, we talk a lot about low-content books, which are things like notebooks, journals, diaries. So it's basically books that you don't even have to write. But this is a really good video for anybody who self-publishes books, whether they're low-content books or high-content books, because today we're talking about your author page on Amazon Author Central. So what is Amazon Author Central? Well, it's a page where you can showcase your books. You can tell your readers a little bit about yourself, and it's a really handy page to have for you because you can create a link to your page, so you can use this as your sales page even. You can print it on your business card so that people know your author bio, and you can just showcase your books in your author page very well without the need for a separate website. And why is it a good idea to fill in your author page? Well, on your author page, you can have a little bit of a bio about yourself, talk about what books you've written, what you write about, and why people should buy your books. And you can also post videos, which is not really possible on our sales page, but you can post videos on your author page where you can let people know what your books are all about. So you can basically make videos about your book and show the inside of your book. You can make an unpackaging video where you unpackage your book as you receive it from Amazon. So there's a lot of scope to use this to your best advantage and to use it to really showcase what you do. You can also show photos. You can link to your blog if you have a blog about your books, and you can create a custom URL. And that URL is really your website address. So you can share that in your Facebook page or in your Twitter, wherever you want to promote your books. You can then share that URL with your readers. So Author Central is a really good resource from Amazon because it's a little bit like your own website. It's a bit shorter than your website, but it has everything you need. You can have links to your social media. You can have obviously the links to your books so people can click on them and they get taken straight to your sales page on Amazon. So it is like having your own website without having to worry about hosting your website, building your website, and all of that. And to open your author page, you basically go onto the territory where you want to have your author page. So your Amazon.com author page is different from your Amazon.co.uk author page. Now, my advice is just have an Amazon.com author page, unless you sell a lot in the UK like I do. But even I just have an Amazon.com author page because you only really need one page to show who you are. And once you're on authorcentral.amazon.com, you apply for your account, and the first thing that they will show you is Amazon's terms and conditions. And I really recommend that you read through them so that you familiarize yourself with them. And then what you do is you type your author name into the box to claim that author name, and a list of books will come up. And then what you have to do is you click on each book to claim your books. And that is quite tedious sometimes if you have a lot of books. Then you have to click on each individual book to upload it onto Author Central. And if you have a lot of books, you can imagine that's quite a lot of work. So my advice to you is only have an Author Central account if you're building a brand. Now, if you are writing children's books or you're writing fiction or novels, then you won't have hundreds of books and it's not so difficult to do that. But if you publish low content, then obviously you will have a lot of books, and then it's quite a lot of work to claim each book. And my advice is, as I said, build a brand. Take the books that you are particularly selling well, maybe. For example, if you're making coloring books, just brand your coloring books under one author name. Or if you're making useful business logbooks, maybe brand those books and use your author name to showcase those particular books. Or if you publish activity books, anything like that. In my case, I'm going to create an author page for my children's books so that I can start building a brand with those. Now, Amazon have made a few changes to Author Central. I think it was like at the end of 2020 they introduced a few changes, and they keep changing things as well. So you might see that the layout is different to how it used to be before. And it used to be that you can only have 3 pen names per Author Central account. You can only have 1 KDP account. Remember that, because that is very important. If you open more than 1 KDP account, you're risking your account being shut down. Amazon do not like you having more than 1 KDP account, but you can have more than 1 Author Central accounts. You just have to apply with them with a fresh or with a different email address. But then again, for each Author Central account, it used to be the case that you can only have 3 pen names for each account. And that has changed recently. Now you can have a total of 7 pen names for each account. So that is plenty of pen names now that you can just have 1 Author Central account, and that will probably be sufficient for you. So if you can only see that you can add 3 pen names to your account, contact Amazon, because now they let you have 7 in total. So this is really the main thing about Author Central. And I really recommend that if you're creating a brand, that you do create an Author Central account for yourself, and then showcase your individual brands or your pen name. If you just have 1 that you want to promote, that's fine. Or if you have several, that's fine too. You have up to 7 pen names that you can put on 1 account. And I'll show you a few examples now. So let's hop onto the screen share and I'll show you a few examples of some really good Author Central accounts. So the first Author Central account that I'm going to show you is an author called Evie Jones. Evie Jones writes a lot of children's books, and she has a really nice Author Central account where you can see how she showcases her book. So you can see she's got a picture of herself and a bio telling us about herself. And then on the right hand side here at the top, you can see all her books that she has published. And if you click on them, it takes you straight to their sales page. And she's also got author updates here with a little video. And then you get all the books listed here in a list so that you can have a look at them and click on them to buy them. So this is one good example of an Author Central account and how she set this up. Another very famous example is the author Roald Dahl. He has got a really good Author Central page. So you can see he's got a professional photo with a short biography, and then all his books are showcased here on the top, and then he's added author updates with pictures and videos, I imagine, and then all the books are listed here again. And the other thing that I would like to mention is when you upload an author photo, I would make sure that it's a really professional photo, not a kind of selfie type picture. It's best to have a professional photo on here. Or you could also, if you're using a brand, you could just have a brand logo. It doesn't have to be a photo as such. Here is a good example of that. Modern Kid Press. They have a logo instead of a photo, and they've got a little bit about themselves here as well, and then they showcase their books. They've also got an author update. Let's click on that, and it's just a logo, unfortunately, but you could have a video here, or photos, and you can link to your blog, and also you can mention your email address here. They've got this down here in their biography. So again, you can use this for your brand. It doesn't have to be an author that writes books. You can use this absolutely for your low content books as well. And I'll give you another example. Here is another example, Speedy Publishing. And again, they've got a logo here and a little bit about themselves. Then they have all their books listed at the top and author updates. And let's click on one of them just to see. It's just a photo, so you can just have nice photos there as well. I would really take advantage of this and post videos rather than photos. But, you know, it's completely up to you how you want to do it. And then all their books are listed below. So when you have an author page like this, you can create your URL, which is your website address, and you can share it on your social media, on your business cards, wherever you want to showcase your books. And here is another example. If you think that it's not worth it for low content books, this is a good example of how it definitely is worth it to showcase your books like this. So this is June and Lucy, and they haven't uploaded a picture. So it shows you how important it is to have either a photo or at least a logo. But if you haven't got time to do it, it's still better to have an author page, even if it is without a picture, than not to have an author page. So June and Lucy have got all their books showcased here. You can see they've got meal planners, they've got the sort of books that we produce as low content books. And then they could have a video here, for example, if they wanted to. So it's a good idea to do that. And that would make your page really interesting. And the more information you can have on your author page, the more attractive it is for a buyer and the more confidence your buyer will have in you. So more confidence and more trust means more sales. The more professional your author page looks, the more information you can put into your author page, the more your customers will trust you, and the more trust, the more sales. That is something that works very well. If people trust you and they are confident in what you're producing, you will have more sales from them. So it's really important that you do create an author page if you are branding your books. So I hope you found that interesting, and I hope it encourages you to build your own author page and promote your books that way. Promoting your books is a really important part of getting your sales and increasing sales, and this is a really easy way to do it. And of course, once you have that URL, your web address for your author page, you can then promote it on social media, on Pinterest, and there's another opportunity for you to market your book. The other thing that I would like to say is keep an eye on your author page, keep it updated and refreshed, because I find a lot of author pages are very outdated. They have information there that may need a little bit of an update. So keep your author page fresh, keep posting new things to your author page like new videos or new photos to keep your buyers engaged and interested. And that's all really that there is to it. If you have any questions, as always, please join our Facebook group, the Home Boss group, because it's a really good place to ask questions, and I can be far more active in the Facebook group than I can be here on YouTube. But you're very welcome to ask questions here as well, and I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. So thank you again for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.